supposed to start at 4.
We didn't have it set to start automatically. OBS is still
picking.
Yep.
Oh, good it is.
Yep. I just want to make sure it's still going. For any early comers, this is the Brentwood Senior Graduation year 2020. They got out. They escaped.
Alright, so that should also be recording. Oh, actually.
How much time do we have on? I guess we can't.
I'm not too worried about internal storage on that.
Well, Jason did want to record this, so I'm gonna.
He doesn't want to record it?
No, he does want to. So I hit it. That doesn't appear on that, does it? No.
Yeah, but what I can do is I can have OBS record at the same time. So there. OBS is recording.
Well, hopefully.
So OBS is going to save it.
I wonder how much space we have and how long.
So what it's going to do, it's going to go see views and everything. So it's going to save it. This right now has, for however long the stream takes tonight, this machine has plenty of space.
Well,
it'll be a big file.
Yeah.
But for like 3 hours of time of recording, that probably won't be enough.
This might end up cutting before that does.
I have done a ton of recording in 1080 on multiple devices. It's a very limited 1080. So plenty of space on here for it, unless they run it for like 2 minutes.
Well, as long as Nate remembers to end stream.
Well, when it hits end stream, when it goes to close it, it's still recording. We're good. So we'll have a copy in there and a copy in there.
Excellent.
And I'm not worried about space so much. We're just going to move it to this.
Yeah, well, I'm probably going to do some editing, clean it up.
Okay. Streaming it?
We've got a couple people watching.
Great views. We got 3. Awesome.
And
we're here for the early show. We're streaming the phone.
Well, that's right too. But that's because I'm going off. Well, no, I'm going off the cellular.
Yeah, you're selling.
All right. Well, after that.
We're good?
Yep. We'll let Nathan and Dr. Alexa take it away. And that's backup's good, so we're good.
All right.
Always one up here. Come back up.
sitting right here.
That's on that shirt.
Yeah, it's fine. I could.
like 2 days prior.
Good evening. If I may, can I ask everyone to please rise and remove your hats? Before we begin this evening's commencement ceremony, I would like to remind us that on Monday, August 5th, 2019, the class of 2022 experienced a tragic loss of one of their classmates. Cassidy Ivan was a member of this graduating class and passed away as a result of an automobile accident. Cassidy was a member of the Brentwood Spartan Marching Band and performed with the visual ensemble. The members of the visual ensemble never forgot Cassidy, always taking one extra flag with them for the remaining performances over the next 3 years. Mr. and Mrs. Odden are here this evening with her sister Quinn, and please join us in a moment of silence in memory of Cassidy. Thank you. At this time, I'm going to ask 2 senior members of the graduating class, Jackie Roche and Patrick Wolf, to please make their way over to the band, and they will direct the band in the playing of our national anthem. Mr. Galen McKinney is the director of the Brentwood Spartan Marching Band, and Mr. McKinney and the members of the Spartan Band who are here this evening have volunteered their time to be here and play the music for their event. At this time, I'd like to thank Mr. McKinney and our student volunteers from the band. Dr. Birch, members of the Board of School Directors, faculty, staff, parents, families, loved ones, and most importantly, the class of 2022. My name is Jason Alexa, and I'm the principal of Brentwood High School. It is my distinct honor to welcome all of you to the 89th annual commencement of Brentwood High School. These ceremonies do not happen by themselves. There's a lot of effort and coordination that go into these events, and I would like to recognize some folks before we get started, so please hold your applause until I announce everyone. I'd like to thank Mrs. Jennifer DeTora, Mrs. Linda Capizzoli, Mrs. Jennifer Hughes, Mrs. Kate Klein, Mrs. Tina Dental, Mrs. Kimberly Zaya, Mr. Jeff George, Officer Jeremy Bogdansky, Mr. Ted Ulmer, Mr. David Radcliffe, Mr. Rick Huffman, Mr. Galen McKinney, Mr. Thomas Abbey, Mr. Mark Loya, Mr. Nick Nider, Mr. Steve Poorman, and Mr. Scott Gildensberger. I mess that up every time, sorry. These people have worked tirelessly and put a tremendous amount of work in. Obviously, for an event this big, there's a lot of people that are involved. And I want to thank them for everything that they've done. They're true professionals, and all their hard work is certainly for the class of 2022 this evening. We have concluded another school year, and this ceremony is a celebration of the complete body of work put forth by the class of 2022. It marks the end of a journey and the beginning of a new one. The famous Greek philosopher Homer once wrote, "The journey is its own reward." And tonight is the conclusion of their high school journey, and the class of 2022, this is the celebration of the voyage. These young men and young women, as well as our staff and administration of the Brentwood Borough School District, have exemplified their willingness to meet challenges head on, whatever faced them over the last 4 years. As sophomore and juniors, this class and their teachers met many twists and turns that no one expected. But yet throughout their senior year, this group showed perseverance, adaptability, that they will use throughout the rest of their adult life. And I commend them for working with us with navigating some very difficult and uncertain situations. Commencement is not the final chapter, however, in their young lives. There will be times where the class of 2022 will experience success, and there will be times that they experience failure. However, the courage to keep moving forward is what matters most, and that's what I hope that they have learned through their 4-year journey, and tonight we celebrate the reward of their journey. The students sitting here have also had a tremendous amount of love and support, and have individuals who have worked with them to get them here. At this point, if we have any parents or guardians of the class of 22, please stand and be recognized. Thank you, all the parents and guardians, for your support, not only of the high school, but the school district, and obviously the support that you have given to your children. And certainly this is the result of all of your hard work. It's a very exciting evening for everyone that's here tonight, and I encourage all of you to enjoy the ceremony. This evening is a rite of passage that comes along once in a lifetime, and a moment of great achievement and also celebration. The ceremony in our society marks the end of adolescence and the beginning of adulthood. So I do ask that even though that we're filled with joy and excitement, that we be respectful of each other's families during the presentation of diplomas and for our speakers this evening. I ask that you be courteous in your applause so that every child and every family gets to hear their child's name be called and recognized. And certainly this is a wonderful celebration in the high point of our school year. At this time, it's my honor to introduce our first student speaker to the podium. He'll be attending Robert Morris University in the fall, majoring in finance. He is the president of the Brentwood High School Class of 2022, Tyler Bianco.
Thank you, Dr. Alexa. First, congratulations to all the graduates, and I'd like to thank your parents, families, and friends who are celebrating with you tonight, and who will cheer you on to your next steps, which are coming fast, and also to those who could not be with us tonight. After being elected, I knew I was going to have to write this speech. Of course, I waited writing it until yesterday. Going to Brentwood is an experience none of us will forget. Some didn't like it, but I did. I had fun and enjoyed it most of the time. It is a chapter in our lives that will be remembered, regardless of if you enjoyed it or not. Now the day has come to end this chapter of our lives and move on to the next. Some will be going to college, some going into a trade, some going right to work, and some going to the military. Today marks the day a new chapter of our lives will begin. Challenges will arise for us all, but we must learn to overcome them. All of us have been given the opportunity to chase our dreams and follow our passions, and it is time for us to make those dreams a reality. In 5th grade, we were told to make a time capsule for us to read as a senior. One of the questions was the best advice I would give to a 1st grader. I responded with, "Be smart, don't do drugs," which I still stand by. Now, if I were asked the best advice I would give to a 5th grader, I would respond with, listen to your teachers and parents when they tell you that you'll blink and high school will be over. It truly does go fast, and to cherish every moment. It feels like not long ago, we were all competing in the amazing race as 5th graders, which I'm still upset about losing, or riding on the bus on our way to Camp Conakry as 6th graders. All the sports games, band and chorus concerts, competitions, and field trips flew by, and now it is time for us to graduate. Of course, some time was lost due to COVID. How could I give this speech without mentioning it? Our 10th grade year was shortened, and our junior year was just a mess. To be honest, I don't remember a ton about it. And I'm glad we're able to fully come back and eventually be mask optional. We almost made it all the way to the end, but we masked up for the last week or two. Even though COVID sucked, it taught us a lot, like how to adapt and overcome changes, and that sometimes not everything goes according to plan. It also taught us how to properly wash our hands and to sanitize anything you touch. At least we were able to experience a pretty normal senior year. We had homecoming, sports games, concerts, prom, awards nights, and our graduation, all in person, and I'm glad we got to experience that. For 13 years, we have worked hard for this day. All the homework, tests, projects, essays, and Steel Center training, and many hours spent learning and doing schoolwork, just to move up a letter grade. At Brentwood, you don't just learn math, science, history, and English. You learn to grow as a person. You learn the importance of friendships, how to meet deadlines, and how to better yourself. You also learn that you'll get in trouble if you vandalize the school bathrooms or pull a fire alarm. I would like to thank some people that made my high school experience better. I apologize to the people not named because it would have made this too long. First, I want to thank my cabinet, Vice President Bella Grimm, Treasurer Ava Barker, and Secretary Reagan Woods. I want to thank everyone who voted for me. And I also wanted to thank all my friends for making it easier and more enjoyable to come to school every day. I want to thank every single teacher that I've had class with. I want to give a special thank you to Mr. Chatham, the best physics teacher any student could ask for, even though I still don't like writing formal labs. He's great to be around and is always in a good mood and made physics more fun than it should be. Another special thank you to Mrs. Phil. She's been teaching me since I was a freshman, not just calculus, but about life. She has taught me that in order to be where you want in life, you have to work for it. She has taught me countless other things that I can't write out on paper. My entire high school experience would not be the same without them. I wanted to thank my family, including my siblings, my dad, and my grandma. I wanted to thank my mom for being with me every step of the way. From helping me learn how to write, do addition, making sure I got my homework done, and helping me finish projects I would bring up to you at 9 o'clock, the night before it was due. All the way to helping me write essays for scholarships in colleges. You have always been there with me and for me. Thank you. Finally, not done yet. Last sentence, I promise. Finally, thank you to all of the class of 2022 for allowing me to be your president and for making high school better than it should have been. Congratulations, we did it.
Thank you, Kyle. That was wonderful. And today at 11:05, when everybody left the buildings, we reopened all the restrooms. Our next two speakers are the valedictorian and the salutes were in the class of 2022, and they have displayed a great amount of discipline and academic achievement, and they have been involved also in a number of school activities. Our next speaker will be attending the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the fall, majoring in applied mathematics. It is my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2022, Samir Kadaria.
Thank you, Dr. Alex. Good evening, teachers, faculty members, friends, families, board of directors, and the class of 2022. I would like to welcome you all. With some graduations being held indoors with masks or some graduations not being held at all, it is an honor for me to stand up here and give a speech to everyone who could make it tonight. For the ones that couldn't make it, I'm sure there's a live stream somewhere. To quote the famous words of civil rights activist Martin Luther King Jr., intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. Through these past 4 years, we, as students, have certainly demonstrated intelligence in the classroom. Whether it was dissecting pigs and frogs in 9th grade biology class, mastering daily grammar practice in English, or even just making model rockets in physics that launch from this very stadium to other people's backyards, we have exemplified intelligence through the years. However, we have also displayed abundant amounts of character, especially since March of 2020. COVID-19 has obviously been difficult for everyone, whether it is academic or social, but the manner in which my peers have navigated online schooling in 10th grade, accustomed themselves to limited school days in 11th grade, and returned to semi-regular schooling in 12th grade has been commendable. Although it was nice sleeping in and only having 2 days of school per week, speaking of which, we should definitely bring back work at home Wednesdays. These experiences not only provide ample skills for our future, but they have also instilled character within us. In the eyes of Martin Luther King Jr., we have received a true education here at Brentwood. To provide students with such an education, a tremendous amount of credit must be also given to the teachers and faculty members. They not only present world-class instruction to the students in the classroom, but also provide constant reassurance, encouragement, and abundant access to resources to help us reach the path that we choose to pursue. In these times of uncertainty, the tenacity, passion, and regard of the teachers and faculty members to provide students with access to an exceptional education remains certain. They put in long hours before, after, and outside of school to adapt to new formats of academia so they could facilitate the growth of tomorrow's future nurses, engineers, writers, and designers. Our educators deserve immense praise and acknowledgement. Although Brentwood is relatively small, as evident by the number of graduates tonight, it is bigger for student opportunities. This is exemplified in the engineering room, with opportunities to compete in numerous competitions throughout the year. Or in the communications classroom, where students can submit their digital designs and photography for awards, or even in the computer science room, where students can submit their coded designs for judging against students internationally. Despite its size, Brentwood has a lot to offer its students. However, opportunities are only meaningful if there is involvement from ambitious and hardworking students. This was certainly true for the class of 2022. Involvement in engineering competitions saw students achieving recognition from the local stage to the international stage. Some submissions from the computer science class saw placement within the top 3 worldwide, and participation in digital media competitions saw students recognized. As we get ready to finish this chapter in our lives, it is important to carry along with us these values of hard work and resilience that we have picked up in high school to our futures. As we get ready to take this step into the new chapter of our lives, I want to express my appreciation to everyone that has helped me get to where we are. Parents, teachers, staff, extended families, Dr. Alexa, board of directors, thank you for all that you do. I would like to extend my appreciation by highlighting the people that truly shaped my high school experience. I would like to thank Mrs. Phil for always supporting us towards whatever goals we have, Mr. Sedler for constantly pushing us to do the best that we can do, Mr. Chatham for making physics engaging and fun to learn, Mrs. Carrick for teaching us about life in addition to Spanish, shout out to the Spanish 5 family I had this year, and Mrs. Anderson, who never seemed to be overwhelmed by the infinite number of questions I would ask her every day. I would also like to thank my soccer coaches for always pushing us and getting the best out of us, and my parents and family members for supporting me through this entire journey and for always reminding me of the importance of education. Thank you all, and good luck to the graduates in all your future endeavors.
Thank you so much, Janine. Our final student speaker this evening will be attending the University of Pittsburgh in the fall, majoring in computer science. So it is my honor to introduce the salutatorian class of 2022, Prayson Durant.
Namaste, everyone. Thank you all for coming today. It is a special occasion for the class of 2022. We are finally graduating. It was a long, memorable journey, yet so swift and fast that it is hard to comprehend the sudden end. First, before I start, I would like to start off by thanking. I want to thank the school boards, the amazing and passionate teachers, and finally, my wonderful, cheerful, and loving family. Collectively, they have all enabled and assisted me to grow, develop, and mature. They have helped sharpen my tools to combat adulthood. Thus, I owe them a lot. My 4 years in Brentwood High School have provided me with numerous opportunities and lessons. For example, I have learned to never expect a 2-hour delay when it snows. It will only crush your soul when there is not one. I can remember vividly waking up in cold December around 6:30 in the morning, continuously checking our superintendent's Twitter. If there was not a delay, my entire day would be miserable and disappointed. From then on, I learned my lesson. it is better to be surprised than disappointed. Aside from this important lesson, I got the opportunity during my years in Brentwood to appreciate and acknowledge that the essence of success relies heavily upon hard work. Throughout my stay in Brentwood, I've been assisted in planting a seed of success upon fertile lands of morals. With the help from passionate teachers, my family, and the school, who all watered the plant with knowledge, I could see the seed grow into a beautiful, strong, and powerful oak tree that is both unshakable and sturdy. Even with the outbreak of COVID-19, I've, just like all my other classmates, been sturdy and powerful. Furthermore, I've learned that hard work not only yields success, but it also creates strong character. Throughout our seasons in Brentwood Spartan Soccer, all players were hardworking, and as a result, the team achieved a new level of success that was never fathomable. Consecutively reaching Whitfield playoff 4 years in a row, reaching quarterfinals 3 years in a row, and finishing top 2 in our section was making history itself. Even with heartbreaking defeats against our rivals, we held strong, developing our character along the way and achieving success. Similarly, I achieved success academically through hard work. Not originally from here, which was a blessing in disguise. Academically, it was a struggle for me from the beginning. However, I turned this weakness into my strength by molding the weakness into my motivation. My success is collectively the success of all those who helped me. Just like a team achieves success not only because of their players, but collectively with the coaches and assistants, I am a simple aspect of that team. And my success is tied with everyone that helped me. Hard work is not a sprint to the end, but rather a slow jog, and this I know everyone can do. Pele once said, "Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do." I realize today is a monumental day for all of us. As such, I will end my speech early and let everyone enjoy this pivotal day in their life. Thank you very much. Good luck, class of 22. Dhanyavad. Love you, Ama, Bao, Didi, and Miradaju.
Thank you, Ms. Hunt. Before we move forward, I think one of the most difficult things to do for young men that are 18 years of age is to stand up in front of a stadium full of people and give a speech. So let's give our speakers a round of applause. Wonderful, wonderful speeches, wonderful memories, and I thank you men for taking the time to do that and the poise that you've displayed up here. I'm certain that, with this intimidating crowd, sometimes it's not easy, but thank you. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce our superintendent of the Brentwood Borough School District, Dr. Amy Birch.
Good evening, class of 2022. How are you feeling? I hear you. We're going to make it, though. What a beautiful evening to be here with all of you tonight. This is my last opportunity to share some words of wisdom with you. So please bear with me because I know you want to get out of here. And we want you to get out of here too. But it's all good. Success, kindness, and inclusivity. Throughout Thomas Edison's life, he earned 1,093 U.S. patents and 2,332 worldwide patents. By today's measure, he accumulated over $200 million. Most of us, all of us, would say that that was success. But Edison viewed it differently. He valued effort, and we heard that in the speeches tonight. There's a great lesson to be learned in this perspective. Seniors, if you're not convinced how this could work for you in the real world, allow me to provide a practical example. Let's say that you move on to post-secondary education and you have an F listed on your report card. Instead of panicking and talking about how you're going to approach it with your family, perhaps you could take Edison's perspective. You approach your loved ones and say, "Before I show you my report card, I'd like to share some information with you about Thomas Edison." Edison didn't see F as a failure, you would say. Instead, I've not failed. I have found 10,000 ways that wouldn't work. So the F on my report card isn't a failure. It's just countless ways that I found didn't work. But don't stop there for two reasons. The first reason is your loved ones may come across the table at you. But the second one, and the more important point, is along with effort, Edison believed that you never give up. So you say to your family, even though I wasn't successful this time, I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to keep going until I am successful in math. Seniors, you've persevered through the darkest of times that we faced as a society. While you may have stumbled and even fallen, you're here tonight, which means you didn't quit. Edison would consider you a success. For our visitors here with us tonight at graduation, Brentwood is special because of where our students go after they graduate. 50% go right into the workforce or into the military or the trades. The other 50% go on to post-secondary education. Remember this, class, when you go out into the world. Be kind and be inclusive. We as a people are at odds with each other, and the only way to change this is through kindness and being inclusive. When someone presents you with an act of kindness, return that by doing 2 acts of kindness for somebody else. If you encounter someone that's lost or alone, be there for them. It will make a difference. Recent world events indicate that we're not succeeding at kindness and inclusivity. But just like Edison, we can't give up. We must keep trying. Be the class that strives to be kind and inclusive. The school board, the administration, the faculty and staff acknowledge your efforts to make it to graduation tonight. On behalf of the Brentwood Borough School District, we wish you all the best. Congratulations. I also have the distinct pleasure of recognizing the students that have earned scholarships as they go on to their, post-secondary career. So ladies and gentlemen, when I announce your name, will you please rise so that we can recognize you, and stay standing until I get through all of the scholarships. And friends and family in the audience, if you wouldn't mind holding your applause until the end, that way everybody's name can be heard. Ava Barker, Brentwood Education Association Scholarship Award, Dominic Henry Memorial Scholarship, Moore Elementary PTA Scholarship, Tony and Mary Accomando Scholarship Award, University of Pittsburgh, Johnstown, Tyler Bianco, Brentwood Business Owners Association Scholarship, Brentwood Historical Society Helen Owens Memorial Scholarship, Liberty Scholarship, Robert Morris University, Kelly Brewski, Society of Women Engineers Excellent in Math and Engineering Award, Penn State University, Joseph Budd, Brentwood High School Hall of Fame Scholarship, Community College of Allegheny County, Martha Dang, Merit Scholarship, Chatham University, Julia Ferranti, Artistic Achievement Award, Dean's Academic Scholarship, Point Park University. Cecilia Foley, Brentwood Baldwin Whitehall Chamber of Commerce Educational Grant, GBU Community Scholarship. James Joyce Brentwood Library Scholarship, Merit Award, Kent State University. Isabella Grimm, Brentwood Dukes, Leon Markwood Memorial Aid to Education Award, Kent State University. Bailey Herrera, College Board Opportunity Scholarship, UPMC Shadyside School of Nursing. Lucas Huntley, Provost Award, Penn State Barron. Samir Kataria, Carson Scholarship, Gates Scholarship, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Olivia Kreider, Brentwood Dukes, Leon Markwood Memorial Aid to Education Award, Brentwood High School Musical Scholarship, Go First Scholarship, West Virginia University. Haley Linden, Linda M. Salduti Positive Effort Award, plans to pursue a career as an EMT. Karime Mejia Lopez, Brentwood High School Hall of Fame Scholarship, Elroy Elementary PTA Scholarship, Community College of Allegheny County. Lauren Milsick, President's Achievement Award, Kent State University. Paige Mortimer, Edwin S. Hodge Memorial Spectroscopy Society Scholarship, George Radosevich Scholar Athlete Award, Waynesburg University. Shane Rock, Brentwood High School Alumni Association Scholarship, Brentwood High School Hall of Fame Scholarship, Brentwood Lions Club Scholarship, Thomas P. Catfer Memorial Scholarship, Community College of Allegheny County. Faith Stopola, Health Careers Club Vitalent Scholarship Award, Pleasant Hills Rotary Interact Scholarship, Community College of Allegheny County. Patrick Wolf, Liberty Scholarship, Pennsylvania Institute of Certified Public Accountants High School Scholarship Award, Three Rivers Achievement Scholarship Award, Trustee Scholarship Award, Robert Morris University. Reagan Woods, Presidential Scholarship, University of Pittsburgh, Johnstown. Joshua Ziegler, Brentwood Education Association Scholarship Award, Brian Leiden Memorial Scholarship Award, Robert Hartner Jr. Meatball Memorial Scholarship, Slippery Rock University. Nathan Ziegler, Tony and Mary Accomando Scholarship Award, Slippery Rock University. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2022.
It is my honor to introduce our last speaker this evening on behalf of the Brentwood Board of School Directors. Mrs. Kreider has dedicated 6 years to the Brentwood Borough School District School Board. She serves as the chairperson of the Budget and Finance Committee, and she also serves on the Community Service, Public Relation, and Athletic Committees, respectively. Mrs. Kreider is a graduate of Brentwood High School and a proud mother of 3, one of which is a member of the class of 2022. She has been involved with volunteering, such as Drop the Puck on Cancer. However, she is most passionate about volunteering for an organization called Best Buddies. Best Buddies serves adults in the community that have special needs through a variety of outreach programs. This year, Mrs. Kreider was nominated for the Best Buddies Champion of the Year, and she finished as their runner-up. It's my honor to introduce Mrs. Christy Kreider.
Thank you, Dr. Alexa. Good evening, members of the administration, school board, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2022. Congratulations on your achievement. As Dr. Alexa said, I graduated 32 years ago. It seems like forever, but I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember a lot of things about that day, but of all the things I remember, I don't have a clue who the commencement speaker was that evening, and I certainly don't remember anything they said. So, acknowledging that fact, if I can't make this commencement speech memorable, at least I can make it short. As I watched the graduates entering this evening, I did not see them in their caps and gowns. I saw the graduates as the excited kindergartners on their first day of school, or dressed as princesses, superheroes, Patrick Star at their Halloween classroom parties. The excitement of wearing their first Spartan uniform, and also the excitement of stepping onto stage, field, court, or diving into the pool for the first time. I hope as you begin the next chapter of your life, you begin with the same excitement we, as parents, have seen through the years. Whether you are entering college, a trade school, joining the armed forces, or entering the workforce, remember your family and friends are your greatest supporters in life. And remember, never sweat the small stuff. I'm looking forward to see what the future holds for the class of 2022. Judging by your accomplishments to date, I see a very exciting and rewarding future ahead of you. As stated by Steve Jobs, your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart, your intuition, and most importantly, your dreams. I have two final requests of the class of 2022. Wherever your future may take you, please remember, call home. Your parents, your family, they want to hear from you. They want to hear the exciting things going on in your future. And finally, be kind. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2022.
Dr. Birch and Mr. Kircher, it's my distinct pleasure to present to you the group seated before you known as the Brentwood High School Class of 2022. All of these students have completed the requirements set forth by the Pennsylvania Department of Education and the Brentwood Borough School District and are prepared to formally receive their diplomas. At this time, we will begin the diploma presentation. Ava Susan Barker. Isabella Marie Grimm. Reagan Catherine Woods. Haley Marie Linden. Caitlin Marie Mariana. Faith Elizabeth Stapola. Olivia Rose Acamando. Taryn Leona Barrett. Kelly Lynn Brewski. Mara Shannon Daly. Martha Mangong Aguk Beng. And at this time we are honoring Cassidy Taylor Ivan. As I mentioned previously, Mr. and Mrs. Ivan are here with her sister Quinn, and we appreciate your attendance this evening. We also appreciate your assistance in helping the class of 2022 in honoring Cassidy's memory. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for this group of graduates. Tyler James Bianco. Samir Kadaria. Prayson Garung. Mark Raymond Acamando Jr. Dominic Lewis Asenet. Rudy Esequiel Bacajol Tacone. Joseph Michael Brickner. Joseph James Budd. Ryan Hunter Challenor. Dalton Lewis Daly. Zachary Allen Derling. Dominic William DeLugas. One more round of applause for this row of graduates, please. Abby Lynn Emmert. McKenna Rain Feldmeyer. Julia Ann Ferranti. Cecilia Ellen Foley. Brianna Mackenzie Fontana. Hannah Marie Fournier. Bailey Elizabeth Herrera. Colleen Michelle Canavy. Jordan Taylor Copus. Olivia Ann Kreider. Presenting Olivia with her diploma this evening is her mother, Christy Kreider, who is a member of the Brentwood Borough Board of School Directors. Madison Danielle Lavelle. Rebecca Lynn Luppy. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for this row of graduates. Logan Joseph Duffy. Mitchell Paul Fox. Brady Martin Fest. Sergio Nehemiah Garcia. Hassan Garam. Simon James Hanberry. Tyler Ton Ho. Lucas Joseph Huntley. Riley Michael Jasensky. Tate Justin Jones. Jace Dominic Kibe. Kyle Ryan Keener. And again, one more time for this row, graduates, please. Mariah Bella Mavrodis. Karime Christina Lopez. Lauren Marie Milson. Paige Olivia Mortimer. Haley Veronica Ola. Aaliyah Jade Pralick. Jacqueline Marie Roche. Michaela Rochelle Shy. Alyssa Marie Still. Ariana Patricia Struthers. Jacqueline Vanessa Arguita Tacone. Hannah Elizabeth Von Geist. Another round of applause for this row of graduates, please. Ethan Charles Klein. Ryan Tim Lee. Brandon Michael Link. Joshua Jonathan Mason. Kevin Michael McCleary Jr. James Brian Miller. Nathaniel Alistair Riley. Shane Arthur Rock. Ta Root. Noah Austin Schaefer. Anthony Lee Cecilia. Jacob Alexander Smoot. Another round of applause, please, for these graduates. Makjab Elnur Suleiman. There's some happiness there. Alec Dennis Daniel Troy. Alana Lynette Washington. Jalen Marie Weingartner. Lamar Anthony Williams. Jackson David Weisenauer. Patrick Thomas Wolf. Alexander William Wright. Joshua David Ziegler. Nathan James Ziegler. Folks, one last round of applause for this row of graduates. Some of you might be a little young to remember that there was a wise man, his name was Will Ferrell, very nice man, Will Ferrell. And in one of his performances, he said, "We need more cowbell." So the air horns, whistles, the yayas that I heard, I need them all really loud. We need to wake up the rest of Brentwood. Ladies and gentlemen, your class of 2022. Never get enough cowboy. Class of 2022, please stand up. I'd like to ask once again Jackie Roche and Patrick Wolf to please make your way over to the band. I'd like to ask also our audience if you wouldn't mind standing. We are going to do the alma mater at this time. Student class, please remain standing. At this point, I'm going to ask Mr. Tyler Bianco to please come back to the podium to dispense his last duty as class president of class of 2002. In a moment, he will have the class turn their tassels as a final symbol of graduation. Tyler?
The turning of the tassel symbolizes the end of this chapter and the beginning of a new chapter. If you guys would join me in turning the tassel. You guys ready? Countdown. 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your class of 2022. This concludes our ceremony this evening. Best wishes and good luck.